Let me paint you a picture of what a typical SaaS founder's inbox looks like. Let's name him John. Monday morning, John opens up the Gmail app on his phone, and what does he see? He sees 47 cold emails from marketing agencies promising to 10x his leads. He sees 23 emails from LinkedIn automation experts. He sees 31 emails from copywriters who specialize in SaaS. And then he sees 15 more emails from appointment setters, 12 emails from sales development reps. That's 128 cold emails in one day. And your message, well, it's email number 47 in a sea of identical promises. See, you're not competing with 5 or 10 other agencies. You're competing with literally hundreds of people hitting the same prospects every single week. In this video, we're going to talk about why you should stop targeting B2B SaaS for lead gen. Now, who am I? My name is Pablo Milandu. I went from tens of thousands of dollars in debt to building and scaling my first info business to multiple six figures. I currently run a B2B cold traffic marketing agency called Vintascale that sends over 40,000 cold emails a month for ourselves and our clients. Everything I share in this video and all of my other videos is from my own experience and what is currently working for us. Now, who is this for? This is for agency owners who are looking to convert clients from cold traffic. Every single marketing course, every cold email guru, every sales training program uses the same playbook. Target SaaS companies because they have the biggest budgets. So now you have thousands of agencies, consultants, and freelancers all following the exact same advice, all hitting the same Apollo filters, all using the same "we help SaaS companies" positioning, all sending variations of the same email templates. The market is so saturated that SaaS founders have developed literal email blindness. They literally don't see cold emails anymore unless they're extraordinary. And when you're starting out, your emails aren't extraordinary yet. Here's something most people don't realize about SaaS companies. When a local restaurant owner wants to hire a marketing consultant, who makes that decision? The owner. One person, one conversation, one yes or no. When a SaaS company wants to hire a marketing consultant, who's involved? Well, the CEO wants to see the strategy. The CMO needs to approve the budget. The CTO wants to understand the technical implementation. The VP of sales wants to know how it affects their pipeline. The head of growth wants to see the metrics. The CFO needs to approve any expenditure over $5,000. That's 6 people minimum who all need to say yes. And each one of them has veto power. One person says no, deal's dead. You're not selling to one person making a quick decision. You're selling to a committee that meets quarterly. Most industries have 2 to 4 week sales cycles if we're talking B2B, whereas B2B SaaS, you're looking at 6 to 12 months minimum. And this matters massively if you're working on rev share deals. So let's say you land a SaaS client in January. They want to evaluate your strategy for 2 months. Then they want to run a small test for 3 months. Then they want to scale gradually over 6 months. You might not see a real revenue share from any of the deals that they close until month 12. Think about how that affects your cash flow and the cash flow of your business. Meanwhile, you could have closed 6 restaurant clients, 4 marketing agencies, and 3 manufacturing companies in that same time frame, all paying you up front. Your agency cash flow can't survive 12-month sales cycles when you're starting out. Here's the dirty secret about SaaS companies that nobody talks about. Most of them are burning cash, not making it. They raised $2 million in funding 18 months ago. They've spent $1.8 million on product development and hiring. They have $200,000 left and need to make it last 12 months. Their big marketing budget is actually $15,000 for the entire year. And they're going to spend 8 months evaluating who to give it to. Compare that to a successful local business that's been profitable for 5 years and can make a $5,000 decision in one phone call. Where do you think your time is better spent? SaaS companies have this unique characteristic. They think they can build everything themselves. You pitch them on email marketing automation, they say, our dev team can build that. You offer them a landing page optimization service, well, then they turn around and say, we'll just have our designer handle it. You suggest paid advertising management, and they say, our growth team can figure this out. They have this DIY mentality that other industries don't have. A restaurant owner knows they can't build their own marketing automation platform. A law firm knows they need outside help with Google Ads. But SaaS companies think because they can build software, they can build everything. Enterprise SaaS companies have procurement departments. These are people whose entire job is to say no to purchases. You finally get through 6 months of meetings. Everyone agrees they want to work with you. Then it goes to procurement. And that's when you start to hear people say things like, we need 3 vendor quotes, or fill out this 47-page security questionnaire, or attend this vendor presentation in front of 12 people, or wait for the quarterly budget review, or get approval from the vendor management committee. You're no longer selling your service, you're now navigating corporate bureaucracy. SaaS clients are also the worst for scope creep. They want enterprise-level custom solutions for standard pricing. They'll say things like, can you also track user behavior across 47 different touchpoints? Or, we need real-time integration with our proprietary analytics platform. Or, can you create a custom dashboard that connects to our internal API? Or, we want to A/B test 23 different email sequences simultaneously. Before you know it, you're not running a marketing campaign. You're building a custom software solution for the price of a standard marketing package. Here's the math that's going to hurt. Industry average reply rate for B2B SaaS, we're looking at 0.5 to 1%. That means for every 1,000 emails you send, you get 5 to 10 replies. Not positive replies, replies. So half of those replies are not interested. We're probably looking at 70% of them are not interested replies. So you get maybe 2 to 5 actual conversations per 1,000 emails. You are burning through your domain reputation, your sender score, and your inbox health for 2 to 5 conversations. Meanwhile, if you target local businesses, for example, in industries that you actually understand, you might get 2 to 5% reply rates. That's 30 to 50 conversations per 1,000 emails. Your domain stay healthy, your sender reputation stays strong, and you book more meetings. This is the big one that everyone ignores. Ready? Most people cannot speak the language of B2B SaaS. When you get on a call with a SaaS founder, they're talking about customer acquisition, cost optimization, product-led growth strategies, conversion funnel analysis across multiple user cohorts, churn rate reduction through behavioral triggers, monthly recurring revenue expansion tactics, on top of all the actual technical stuff. And if you don't understand these concepts deeply, you sound like an amateur. And if you're helping them acquire customers for their SaaS product, you need to understand their product well enough to sell it to cold traffic. You're not just generating leads. We're beyond lead gen now. You're converting cold traffic into paying customers for a software product you might not even understand. That's exponentially harder than generating leads for a restaurant or a law firm. Pick an industry where you can speak the language. If you've worked in restaurants, target restaurants. If you have fitness experience, target gyms and trainers. If you understand real estate, target real estate agents and brokers. When you understand the industry, you understand the problems. When you understand the problems, you can craft offers and adapt offers and enhance offers that actually resonate. When your offers resonate, people respond. Target businesses where one person makes the buying decision. Solo entrepreneurs, small business owners, practice owners, People who can say yes without asking 15 other people for permission. Find industries where decisions happen quickly. Service-based businesses that need results now. Local businesses that operate on shorter planning cycles. Industries where let's try this for 3 months is a normal conversation. Instead of chasing venture-funded startups burning through cash, target businesses that have been profitable for years. So instead of chasing venture-funded startups that are burning through cash, you should target businesses that have already been profitable for years. They have predictable revenue. They have marketing budgets that aren't dependent on the next funding round. They can make financial decisions without consulting a board of directors. Let's say you're stubborn and you want to target SaaS anyway. Here's how to make it slightly less painful. Don't target B2B SaaS. Target fintech companies serving credit unions. Target HR software for restaurants. Target inventory management for e-commerce brands. The more specific, the less competition you'll face. When you go sub niche in SaaS, you run into the TAM problem. As good as it is to go into sub niche, you now run into the TAM problem. What's the TAM problem? Total addressable market. Think about this. How many fintech companies serving credit unions are there? Maybe 500 in the United States, maybe 500 worldwide, maybe. So you send campaigns to all 500 in 2 weeks or 2 days. Now what? You've exhausted your entire market before you've even figured out what works. Now, let's say you crack the code with fintech companies. What's the next problem? You figure out the messaging, the offer, the process. Well, now you want to scale to other SaaS verticals because you've ran out of TAM. HR software companies have completely different buyers than fintech companies. They have completely different pain points, languages, different decision-making processes. So you now basically have to start over from scratch. Versus if you crack the code with restaurants, you can scale to cafes, food trucks, catering companies, bars, all similar buyers with similar problems. Here's what really matters. While you're spending 6 months trying to crack the B2B SaaS code, someone else is building a successful agency targeting local businesses. They've landed 10 clients, built case studies, refined their processes, and figured out what works. By the time you land your first SaaS client, they're scaling to multiple cities, multiple verticals. They have experience, they have the confidence, and the cash flow to eventually tackle harder markets like SaaS. While you're still trying to book your first discovery call, you're fighting over scraps in the most competitive market, while easier, more profitable niches sit untouched. Every plumber in your city needs marketing help. Every restaurant owner is struggling with lead generation. Every fitness trainer wants more clients. Every marketing agency needs more clients. These are people you can help immediately with clear problems and fast decision-making processes. Why would you ignore all of them to fight 500 other agencies for the attention of a SaaS founder who gets 200 cold emails per week, maybe even per day? Pick one industry you understand. Find 1,000 prospects in that industry. Build an offer that solves their specific problem. Test your messaging until you get consistent replies. Land your first 3 to 5 clients. Build case studies. Refine your processes. Then, if you want to tackle SaaS, you'll have the experience and credibility to compete. But start with the low-hanging fruit. Master cold traffic in an easier environment. Then graduate to the expert level. Your future self will thank you. Now let's recap. So far in this video, we've covered why B2B SaaS is the most oversaturated market with insane competition, how complex decision-making and long sales cycles kills your cash flow, the budget reality and procurement nightmares you will face in B2B SaaS, why most people can't speak the SaaS language effectively enough to do well, what industries you should target instead for faster results. Well, if this video truly helped you, all I ask is that you leave a comment below. If you have a question, just leave a comment below and I will get back to you. And if you run a B2B agency or business doing at least $30,000 a month and would like us to get you clients, from cold traffic, the link is in the description to my website, so you can schedule a consultation with myself. And last but not least, a freebie for you. If you'd like access to my entire cold email / cold traffic marketing money printer blueprint that looks like this for free, the link is in the description too. It'll take you to a Google form. Just fill it out. I'll send this to you. Once you fill out that form, I'll send it straight to your email inbox. See you guys in the next video. I'm out. Peace.